What's good, YouTube? It's Jay Coffee Talk, back with another one, man. And peep it, the baby is removed from some more festivals, man. This ish is crazy, man. We've been reporting on this, updating y'all daily, and it's just wild, man. As y'all know, the way the story goes, the baby gives a speech, I guess we'll say, on that Rolling Loud stage, and since then, it's just been crazy, man. You know, big backlash online on social media, loses some sponsorships. Yesterday, Lollapalooza said, we're going to replace you with Young Thug. We can't condone having you on this tour. And then now today, it's been announced the Governor's Ball, which I guess is set to take place in Queens in September. Put out a similar statement, you know what I mean, basically saying, you know, we're all about respecting everyone, you know, we're not with no hateful ish or whatever, and they're removing them. And then I guess there's some other Vegas festival that he was gonna do as well. Yeah, like I said in my video the other day, this is festival season, you know what I mean, all the way through, like, till fall hits. There's all kinds of festivals going on, and now the baby loses another one. And I don't know, man. Comment, guys. Like I said, will this ultimately, like, blackball the baby, or, you know what I mean? Is this not that big of a deal? Let me know what y'all think, man. You know, he's done apologize. You see the tweet on the screen, you know, where he said, anybody who done ever been affected by AIDS, HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions on offending anybody. So my apologies. But to the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you? Y'all business is y'all business. And, you know, people have chimed in on this, and a lot of people say, yo, the baby should be able to speak up on his feelings, you know, on his stance on things. He's an artist. Why can't he put out there his beliefs? And then, you know, other people have just said, nah, what he said was offensive and hateful. I don't know. Where do you stand? Join that debate, discussion in the comments. I wonder how long this will follow the baby around. You know what I mean? I was talking the other day about how Tory Lanez was practically canceled with the whole Meg Thee Stallion case, and now he's doing his thing. So I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. Tap in, let's talk. But peep this, man. I don't know if you guys saw this over there on the Hip Hop News Uncensored podcast. This was wild to hear. I'm sure you remember Sauce Money, you know, with Jay-Z in the early days of The Rock. And things didn't work out, man. And he's talking about this deal where he lost a lot of money. You know, big hit song, Diddy, I'll Be Missing You, R.I.P. Biggie Smalls. Everyone remembers that song, like, back in 97. And, you know, the way the story goes, if you didn't know, Sting of the Police, you know, who Diddy sampled, Diddy didn't get the clearance on that. So Sting just basically said, yo, I'm going to take all the publishing. You'll see he's even credited as a songwriter and everything. And knowing that, it's kind of wild that Diddy performed with Sting at the MTV Awards, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, because Sting owned it, did like, I don't know. I wonder why that happened. But anyways, apparently this song makes, this is all reportedly, these numbers here, but it makes like $730,000 a year. 10% of that is $73,000, and 20% is $146,000. So I guess that 10 and 20%, like, that's what Sauce Money was supposed to get, because he wrote this song. I guess he actually ghost wrote this for Diddy. And, you know, 112 and Faith Evans were on the track too. But at the end of the day, no one gets money out of this. But, you know, it still, with streams and everything like that, sales, basically makes $730K a year. Like I already said that. And $2K a day is what they say the breakdown is. But Sauce Money says he never really went in on Diddy because Diddy took a L2, and it kind of sounded like he implied like they worked something out. But I don't know, man. Like, can you imagine that? Like, you're a part of something that's just so huge and massive like that, and you get nothing for it. It kind of reminds me of Lord Tariq and Peter Gunn's Deja Vu. That song was such a banger, man. And then, you know, same thing happens with them. Steely Dan just claims all the rights to it. They get nothing for. I think Steely Dan also, on top of taking all the publishing, said, we want $100,000 on top of it all, or something like that. It was absolutely wild, man. And you know, things after that didn't really pan out for Lord Tariq and Peter Gunn. So that's gotta hurt. But this situation reminds me of that as well. It's kind of surprising to me the way Diddy, you know, he's kind of like in that era the king of the sample game, that he would, you know, do that without getting the clearance, unless maybe that was just early on and that was kind of his lesson he learned from that one. But I don't know, man. I also hate to hear, you know, Sauce Money taking it out like that, because I remember way back, you know, like I said, early on in the Rock days, Sauce Money was nice. You know, I wanted to see what would happen with his career, and, you know, things didn't go that good for him. It's like with Jaz-O too. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I mean, him and Jay-Z are cool now. So, but it might be a little late for anything to happen in hip hop for Jaz-O. But that seems to be the story with a lot of people who, you know, were close with Jay-Z. You know, Jay-Z went on to become who he became, and you know, Beanie Siegel too. You know, obviously that was later on. That was someone he signed. But I don't know. I just hate to see all these former Jay-Z affiliates hurting. You know what I mean? While Jay sits on his throne. I mean, but what are you gonna do, man? That's the game. It's a competitive game. It is what it is, man. And then the last thing that I got for y'all is Cassidy, who I covered it, you know, on a video like a week ago or so, right? He was calling out Tory Lanez on social media for that freestyle. Tory Lanez went in there with Funk Flex and tore that ish up. That was a crazy freestyle. And Cassidy, a lot of people were saying Cassidy was reaching and calling him out, because like there was certain bars he borrowed for Cass on an old freestyle from years ago, and then on this one he like name dropped him. But Cassidy did it right with his edit game and was basically like, yo, quit biting me, etc., etc. And Tory Lanez was like, listen, man, I paid homage to you. You know what I mean? Like, I respect you. You're one of my favorite rappers. Well, that's all irrelevant now, because here we see Cassidy drop the diss track. It's called Perjury. Comment and let me know if you listen to this song yet. I haven't. I'm interested to see what happens here, man, because I've always been a Cassidy fan. It's been cool to see him, you know, getting it in the battle sector and stuff like that. You know, like, I'm sure a lot of people can relate as hip hop fans, just like we were talking about with Sauce Money. There's a lot of rappers out there that you may be a fan of, and then something happens with their label, or, you know, who knows what the situation is, but they kind of fade out. And Cassidy was kind of like that too. You know, he was so dope, and then things slowed down for him. But he's finding ways to stay relevant. Like I said, with the battle rap, and now the Tory Lanez diss. Like, what do y'all think, man? Is this just for him to boost his career? Because like I said, he had his edit game down pat. You know what I mean? He had everything, you know, all together, and then boom, a diss track drop. So is that what this is all about? Just trying to get his name back in there? Or y'all think he really feels like Tory Lanez was biting him? Hit the comments. Let me know what you think about all these topics. Stay tuned. You know we got more videos coming. There's some sports news we're going to get into today. There's some other ish. Tap in. We'll probably be live tonight as well. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.